All right, so if you've been following the luxury car world even a little bit, you already know that whenever the S-Class gets an update, it's a big deal. Because the Mercedes-Benz S-Class has always been more than just a luxury sedan. It's basically Mercedes-Benz saying, this is the future. And now, with the upcoming 2026 model, it looks like Mercedes-Benz is refining that formula even further. From the outside, don't expect a dramatic redesign. And honestly, that's a good thing. The S-Class has that timeless, executive presence, long hood, smooth body lines, and that clean, confident stance. For 2026, the changes are more about sharpening what's already there. Slightly redesigned headlights with a more intricate LED signature, a cleaner front grille, and subtle tweaks to the rear lights to make it look even more modern at night. It's not trying to shout. It doesn't need to. This is the kind of car that pulls up quietly and still owns the entire parking lot. Now under the hood, this is where things get really interesting. The 2026 S-Class is expected to lean even more into hybrid technology. Mercedes has already been moving in that direction, and now we're likely to see improved plug-in hybrid options with better electric range and smoother power delivery. That means you'll be able to cruise silently in the city on electric power, and then when you want that effortless highway performance, the gasoline engine blends in seamlessly. And the key word here is seamless. The S-Class has never been about aggressive, neck-snapping speed. It's about smooth, almost floating acceleration. You press the pedal, and it just glides forward like it's riding on air. What might surprise some people, though, is how capable this big luxury sedan actually is. Thanks to advanced all-wheel drive systems and adaptive air suspension, the S-Class can handle rough roads far better than you'd expect. No, it's not an off-road SUV, but uneven streets, gravel driveways, even snowy conditions, it handles them with confidence. The suspension adjusts automatically, lifting slightly when needed and lowering at highway speeds for better stability. It's comfort first, always, but with hidden capability underneath. Step inside, and this is where the S-Class truly reminds you why it's been the benchmark for decades. The interior of the 2026 model is expected to get subtle but meaningful upgrades. Even more sustainable materials, new trim options, and enhanced ambient lighting themes that make the cabin feel like a private lounge at night. Mercedes has already mastered the giant central touchscreen and digital instrument cluster setup, but for 2026, the software is likely to feel even faster and more intuitive. Voice controls become smarter, personalization becomes deeper. The car learns your preferences, seat position, climate settings, even your favorite driving mode. And of course, rear seat comfort is still a priority. This is a car many owners prefer to be driven in. Heated, ventilated, massaging seats in the back, large screens for passengers, executive seating packages that practically turn the rear into a business-class flight experience. Compared to past generations, the 2026 S-Class feels less about dramatic change and more about intelligent evolution. If you remember older S-Class models from the early 2000s, they were groundbreaking for their time. But today's version feels like it's operating on a completely different level of technology and refinement. Even compared to the current generation, the 2026 update seems focused on polishing the experience, making it quieter, smarter, and more efficient rather than radically different. Now, let's talk pricing. The S-Class has never been cheap, and it's not trying to be. Expect starting prices to remain in the premium luxury range, likely well into six figures depending on configuration and hybrid options. But when you consider the level of craftsmanship, technology, safety systems, and prestige you're getting, it's clear this car isn't competing with regular sedans. It's competing with the absolute best in the world. And that's really what the S-Class has always done. It sets the standard, and everyone else follows. So if you're someone who loves cutting-edge technology wrapped in timeless luxury, if you appreciate a car that prioritizes comfort without sacrificing presence, the 2026 Mercedes-Benz S-Class is shaping up to be exactly what you'd expect. Quietly revolutionary. It doesn't need to reinvent itself. It just keeps getting better.